All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. You get a free question. Type free next to your question in the chat, and we will go ahead and get you answered. I do have it on subscriber mode. It's for subscriber mode at 1 minute, and it's 10 seconds in between talk time, just in case the chat gets to going. I want to make sure that I am able to keep up with it. One free question. Type your free question in the chat. I'm just going to let the stream rock out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check it periodically. I'm going to call this you talk and I'll talk back. Other than that, we're going to just sit here on mute. I'm going to be multitasking, doing some other things, see who pops in. If I see a question in the chat, I will go ahead and get that question answered. Type free and ask your question. Interesting name, but hello, how are you? So you already know, right? With the, you could name yourself whatever you want, but I can already tell you on troll time with that name. So you got a question you want answered, I'll go ahead and entertain it if it is reasonable. Other than that, I'm just going to put myself on mute here because I don't have time for, ridiculous talk. Sure, what's your question? Just to let you know, it is at my discretion. So if it's on some BS, I'm just not even going to answer, okay? Because I'm not on that type time today, not in the mood. What does John think of you? Okay. So do you want to know give me some more context to that. What does he think about you? Love? Platonic friendship? Where are we coming at with this question? Friendship? All right. What does John think of? What's your first name? I know it's not Alik. That sounds pretty nasty. What's your first name? And you don't have to tell me your real first name because whatever name you choose, your energy is already connected to it. So I don't need your real first name. I can tap into your energy without it because you chose the name. Arian. That's interesting as well too. How does John think about Arian? What does John think about Arian? What does John think about Arian? John, what does John think about Arian? All right, I'm getting ready to put the camera on. Move my coffee cup. What does John think about you? All right, to be completely honest, I'm going to tell you what we got here. So we got the Nine of Pentacles, we got the Six of Cups, and we got the Eight of Wands. John might feel, Arian, that you might be a little bit selfish with the giving here. All right. And maybe you might be selfish to the point to where you question why they're asking for whatever it is that they're asking when it comes down to the friendship. So that's what I'm getting here. You might be a little selfish with the giving here when it comes down to them asking a favor or them asking a question. Your action might be slow. You might be slow to move when it comes down to that's what they think. They think you're slow to giving, whether it's information, could be money, but I'm not getting that with that. Here, it just be about yourself, period, in general, point blank. That's right. Okay, well, I like to say the cards never lie. He wants to see you and you're slow to move, you're slow to give, in that area, slow to take action. And why is that? Are you being cautious? Are you reluctant? You respond slow. Yeah, that's how they feel. They feel that you're very slow at responding. Are you interested in him or this person, John? You're most welcome. You are most welcome, Arian. Glad to be able to ask your question. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for stopping by Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. All right, Arian's reading is closed. You know, I feel like this. It takes me a long time to get up on this YouTube because you just never know how to act. I think the best way to act is just to be completely yourself, but sometimes it might be a little off-putting to people. I have very short patience. I don't like dumb questions. I don't like wasting time. I don't like having frivolous conversation. So yeah, taking your time. Yeah, that's what they get. That's what they get from you. You take your time. And you do it for, I think the reason why you are reluctant is because you don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to waste your resources. You see that anything that you put out, your time, your energy, your words of wisdom, even anything of that matter is of importance to you. So you don't want to waste your time and your energy. You hold it precious to you. So if you're taking your time for that particular reason that I just mentioned there, you're better off for doing it. Because like I just got through saying, I hate wasting time and energy too. You don't get that time back. So thank you, Arian. I do appreciate you for participating and asking your question and giving me the opportunity to read you. But anyway, what back to what I was saying. I think that my best approach to this to doing this channel, if I can never get myself in the swing of things, is just to be myself, period. And that might cause some people to stay, it might cause some people to go, whatever the case may be. Those who need to be here, they'll be here. Those who, need get what they're coming for, that answer, that guidance, right, that confirmation, they get what they get. Also, too, I really don't have a lot to say too. So I might be doing my channel just completely different. I might just sit here, let the stream roll until I see somebody pop up. I'm a multitasker too, so I could sit here, do my own YouTube channel and do other things because I work at my desk. So it would be very easy for me to do that. And when somebody pops in and they need a question answered, I could go ahead and do that. At the meantime, I can do other things too. So I might even do it that way, completely different than what other people are doing. I'm not a content creator. I think that has been a part of my issue too, with keeping people's attention and how are people, what can I do to make people stay? I mean, in real life, I could care less if you stay or go, because guess what? If you stay, well, then it's meant to be. If you leave, well, then that is meant to be as well too. So I think the best thing for me to do, the best approach, is just to be completely myself. It's the easiest thing to do. Welcome to Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. Hello, love you. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're doing a free question. You just type free in the chat, ask your question, and we'll go ahead and get that read for you. I will say this much though. I don't have the patience for silly questions. So if you have something on there, a pressing question that you need an answer to, if I can help you in any manner, I would love to do that. You could go ahead and put your question in the chat. You want to know his mindset right now? Now, let me ask you, or mindset in general in life or mindset towards you? Can you specify for me a little bit, please? Life. Okay. AH. We got Love You here. Love You has a question about AH and AH's mindset in general regarding life. What is AH's mindset in general regarding life? AH's mindset in general regarding life. Let's see what we got here. Love You. Wow. This is interesting. Let me see what's at the bottom of this deck. All right. If I could be completely honest about AH, seems like AH is lazy and they feel like they can get a lot of things accomplished without having a plan. Because we got at the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Pentacles, right? So this is the subject at hand. He's not a planner. They're not a planner. So they're slow. They don't make plans. And so this is why they're not successful. This is why they aren't able to collaborate with other people or work with other people. And for some strange reason, they feel that they're going to be at the top of their game, which they're not. They have to make plans. So in life, in general in life, he has a unorthodox, or this person, AH, because I don't know if they are a male or female, and forgive me if I misgender. But they don't have a plan. Their plan is to not plan, to let things just fall in place, happen as it will. You know, I guess for some people, that works. You said that's so true. Well, thank you. I like to say the cards, they don't lie, you know. It's the people that does. And, you know, especially if you're not connected. But that's what AH's problem is when it comes down to life in general. So I hope that helps. Love You. I want to thank you for stopping by Wise Savvy Stage, where the wise are also prudent. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Wow. That's interesting. They say, you know, if you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail. For me, personally, if you're absolutely welcome, I love you. You're welcome. For me, if I don't have a plan or if I don't know what to do, I try not to do nothing until I know exactly which direction that I'm going to go. You know, I will sit and I will wait. I think that's the best thing. But this particular person here, no plan at all, and they think that things are supposed to come to them. Sometimes you gotta make that move. You gotta, you know, cooperate and be willing to work with people in order to get those goals accomplished. Even if it's cooperating with yourself, which is you laying in the bed, you know what, you say, self, you need to get up and hop on that YouTube. I know that's what happened to me this morning. I laid there. Do I sign on for work on the day that I'm supposed to have off, or do I figure something out for myself that I would enjoy just for myself? But I love reading tarot. I love predicting the future. I love helping people with offering options and avenues if I can. So here I am, and there you are. Wowee. So that was 2 questions asked. I like it. Hello, Brenda. Oh, thank you for following instruction. Absolutely. You want to love reading, please ask your question. And I appreciate you following instructions. I love it. What's the question, Brenda? Hello. A big wave to you too. Let me get another deck. You want a general love? So this is the thing. You're looking to see what's coming. So this is the thing. How I like to do my tarot readings, I always like to ask a question or have my people ask a question because tarot responds better to a question. So would you like to know, is something in love coming toward you? Is that what you would like to know? All right, let's do that. Does Brenda have someone coming towards her regarding her love life? Brenda, does she have someone? Oh, you want to know about what does Rob think for you? All right, let me tap that in. All right, Divine Spirit. Rob, think about Brenda. We thank you. Rob, what does Rob think about Brenda? What does Rob think about Brenda? Let's see what we got here, Brenda. You're welcome. So, bottom of the deck here, Brenda, we got the let me just move this here. We got the 8 of swords. So, situation at hand, Rob might feel that you might be a little standoffish. All right. You might not be completely open about your thoughts and your feelings here. You might hold these things dearly to you so that you don't express them. And I think that Rob wants to know more about you, or want to know how you feel. I want to say this much too. Do you like Rob? Might be on his mind as well too. Do you have genuine feelings for him? Are you withholding these feelings for any particular reason? And the reason why I say that again is because we got the 8 of swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is a person that doesn't know how to move, within a situation, or how to think about it. So I want to say this too is general care and concern about him. Hello, Aniket, how are you? It's been a minute. General care and concern about him. Do you withhold this from him? He feels as though you do. Are you interested in him in a person, in a relationship? So that's what I get here for you, is how he thinks about you. I think that Rob is interested in you as well too, but again, you might hold that what you want or desire regarding him, you might conceal that information, and it could be very well because you don't know how things are going to turn out. I'm doing well, Aniket. I thank you. You're most welcome, Brenda. Thank you for stopping by Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. Be a little more open. Find ways to express yourself a little bit more. I think Rob is interested in knowing, okay? That's what the cards say anyway. I'm doing well, Aniket. I can't complain. How about you? What you been up to? Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you agree, Brenda. All right, Brenda's reading is over. And cards are cleared. You're doing great currently. I like that. 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 I'm so glad that you're doing well currently. Let's keep that current. Let's see if we can keep that current being consistent for a good long while. I'm glad and happy for that. Happy for you. Everything is good on the home life front. Yeah, I hope it continues for you too. You know how we be having these little spurts every now and again. We have these little spurts of happiness and contentment. You're welcome. Sometimes it comes and stays a while. Sometimes it comes and goes quickly. You need a breather. Definitely need a breather where you just think about the good things and no worries and concerns for a good little while, without that thought in the back of your mind creeping in, like, okay, it's been good for a minute, so when is it going to change? I try to keep my mind off of things like that. I try to. When things go too good for a while, you wonder what's wrong. And you know what? Nothing is wrong. You just need to learn how to treat yourself, or allow the universe to treat you. Yeah. You need to learn how to allow the universe to treat you with good news and a good experience that lasts a little while. I think we're so programmed and used to looking for something to happen, and it's too good to be true. Ain't that saying? You do anything fun for the weekend, Anna Cap? You did? Tell me about it. What'd you do? That's more good news. I like to hear you having fun on the weekend. Okay. So you had a good study time and you hung out with your close friends. That's always good. Always good. So you was able to handle business and at the same time relax and let your hair down some. That's wonderful. It's always good to handle it. You got to handle business. What you studying, if you don't mind me asking? While you talk that, I'm just going to say this. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to. Oh, they left out of the room, so never mind. Oh man. Chartered accountancy. I never heard of that before. Let me see if I can look that up. Let me see. Chartered accountancy. Oh, a chartered accountant. It popped right up. Let me just see what this is. All right. Let me see. What is? Let me type that in. What is? I used to want to be a forensic accountant. What is a chartered accountant? Have you heard of an ACCA? No, I haven't. Chartered account definition. Okay, so is it like okay. So it says here financial professional with expertise in accounting, auditing, taxation, but I mean, what is it? What is the concentration on? Like for instance, I used to want to be a forensic accountant. Business organizations in income. Strategic financial advice and managing tasks. Let's say they are governed by professional bodies and enforce ethical standards. Okay. So you're going to be focusing on business growth? Yeah, individuals and companies. Yep, that's what I read. So you got to get your bachelor's first. Tax planning. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I did a year. You got your bachelor's? Okay. Um, so now what is your next goal after now that you have your bachelor's? I did a year and I just said, you know what? This is not for me. It's out of my league. Me, and it's a shame too because my professor that I had at the time, we just bumped heads, and I knew I was gonna have to take that course because sometimes they can hold things against you. Um, it has nothing to do with your academic abilities, but I guess if you don't answer a question the way that they want or how they feel it should be done, they kind of have that power over you. Oh, okay. Let me see something. Chartered. Oh, yeah, I had to get up out of that thing. Let me just see something here. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to dig up in them finances. Yeah, man. Are you paying what you need to be paying? Yeah, is it? They said it was rigorous when I was reading on here. Yeah, I wanted to look into that fraudulent activity. What you up in here doing? Are you paying who you need to pay? Is there any backdoor deals going on? Absolutely. That's what I wanted to know. Hmm. That's interesting. I never heard of a charter, but thank you for putting me on to that. Yeah, I did say it was tough though. Are you here in the States? Anyway, I wanted to say while you put that in there, Etiquette, welcome to Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. Offering free one question readings today. If you want a free reading, type free in the chat. Next to it, type your question, and we'll get your question answered for you. Yeah, absolutely. I always like learning different things, new stuff, new stuff. You make sure, Etiquette, you make sure that you take care of yourself. You're just as equally as important as your studies. You want to have a balanced life. I like the fact that you said that you studied some and you hung out with friends. That's what I'm talking about. No contact, huh? Okay. Sanika or Sanika. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, please forgive me. Let's find out here. Let me move my coffee cup. What are Sanika's current feelings about Aniket? Sanika's current feelings about Aniket. Yeah, do that. It's always important. Always important. What does Sanika feel or think about Aniket? Sanika, we think about Aniket. We thank you. There's no contact. What are the contacts? Sanika, thoughts about Aniket. We thank you. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Huh. This is interesting. So currently, so we got the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Right? So this is a bad, but nonetheless fighting you on. So their thoughts about you is, what is your love life going on? You know, how do you feel about the relationship? Do you still have any love and care for them? Are you involved with anybody else? Actually, so they got a couple of thoughts going on here. Are you involved? You know, how do you feel about what happened or what transpired between the two of you? Especially with the fact that you got the 3 of Swords here. You know, have you been able to recover from you know what transpired? Are you in a healthy relationship currently? I'm also getting to Aniket as well. You know, if you have something going on or have had anything after this relationship, you know, did they treat you well? How did they treat you? Oh, okay. So yeah, their thoughts are on you just as much as you are on them. They often think about the breakup, what you got going on in your personal life right now. Have you found love? How are you faring in life? You know, how are things going for you in your personal life? Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. I'm sorry to hear that, Annika. I don't know. I feel a way about a person that sits up there and they don't think enough of you to have a conversation, even if it's as much as, hey, you know what, this is not working out for me. You know, I'm not feeling this anymore, or I don't need a relationship or want a relationship right now, or even I have somebody else that my heart is, you know, my heart is on right now, or somebody that's close to my heart. That ghosting stuff, I mean, why? Why does a person feel like they have to do it? You know, I think it's a cowardly way to get yourself out of a situation. When you're grown, you know, you have the right to say yes or no. Just say yes or no. Or even maybe, even if it's a maybe, but you should always let a person know what they're dealing with. But to just sit up there and ghost somebody, I think that at the end of the day, this works out best for you anyway, because you don't want somebody like that in your life that doesn't know how to, when things get tough, you know, or when questions get hard, or when a situation is not as you know, when a situation is not as pleasing, you know, they don't know how to handle any given situation. If they just tuck their tail and turn and run, you don't need that at all. So I think you dodged the bullet in this case, and good for them that they're sitting up there thinking about you, because they are thinking about you, and you know what they have done and how it has affected you, and were you able to recover from it? And it sounds like you have. You know, it feels like you have. So you're definitely leaving room for what you're supposed to have to come into your life, enter into your life. So it's always nice to take a little peek in and see what's going on in that person's life, how they think and feel about you. Absolutely. Yep. So there goes Annika's reading about Sanika, I think you said. Annika, the reading is closed. Yep. And you know what? You always want I don't know. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much, Annika. I appreciate you. As always. You have been around since I started this channel a year ago, so I really do appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by and seeing about me and saying hello. And best wishes to you on your studies. You're doing good, and you're going to do even better. And just know that that person who left you the way that they did is much better for you, and they are thinking about you just like you want to know how, what were they thinking about you. I'm glad to be able to give you a little insight on what they are thinking when it comes down to you and how they left you. You're better for it. So yay to Aniket. Yay to Aniket. It's hot up in here. It could be because I'm drinking this hot coffee too. It gets hot on the third floor. Welcome to Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. If you want to ask a free question, please type free in the chat and then ask your question. I will give you a forewarning. You're welcome, Aniket. Yes, be back and check in on me. Yes, I appreciate it. I will say to you this much. I am not in the mood for silly questions, so only ask that which is going to help you. If you have a true and sincere question, please pop it in the chat and I'll get it answered for you. I appreciate you, Aniket. Hugs back to you too. When will I be here? I know. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know. I don't know. If you set your notification bell, that's the most that I could tell you. Yeah. Oh, on video? Is that what you're asking me? When will I be back on video or be back on here on YouTube? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I'm one of those type of people where, yeah, I got to be in the mood. I have to be in the mood. And one thing that I could tell, my getting older, my patience is getting real short. When I be looking at people on this YouTube and I see the stuff that they go through, I know that that's what I don't want for myself. I don't want for people spamming my chat with a whole bunch of foolishness. I love to read tarot. This is what I do for a living. Divination is my occupation. Oh, where you can connect with me? Okay, so do this much. If you go on to, you can either email me at wisesavvytarot@gmail.com, or if you go onto my website, there is a instant messenger and we can exchange information there. All right. There's an instant messenger. As soon as you pop something in, it'll come to my phone and I could just message you back that way. All right. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, my patience is short, y'all. So if you want to ask a serious question, I'm here to help. Anything silly, I'm just going to bypass it and act like I don't see it. Or depending on how ridiculous it is, I might have to get on you for it. Yeah, look for it, Aniket, wisesavvytarot@gmail.com, or you could go to my website at wisesavvysage.square.site. There's an instant messenger on there. I keep it on, so you could go on there too and instant message me. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I see I got one online. If you want to ask your question, you could go ahead and do that. Type free, then type your question, and we'll go ahead and get your question answered for you. Thank you for stopping by Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. I'm here to help. If you got a question, you're not too sure about something and you need information, or if you think you might have an answer for your situation and you just want confirmation, we could get that for you. Other than that, if I don't have somebody pop something in within the next minute or two, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of this thing and come back maybe a little later. We have I. I'm not going to speak in. I have it set to where it is at subscriber only. So you got to be subscribed, I think 1 or 3 minutes. And that is your energy exchange to get your free question. You got to subscribe to get your free question, to be able to type in the chat. There's also a 10-second delay so I can make sure that I don't miss your question, since this is a one-man band, or one-woman band in this case. Hey, Ari the Aries, how are you? Ari the Aries Diva. Okay. What's going on? What's good? If you happen to have a question you want answered, you type free in the chat and pop that question in, and I'll go ahead and get you an answer. I hope all is well. I hope your weekend is going well, as a matter of fact. Getting ready to get prepared for the work week. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're well. Everything is good. That's wonderful. I always like to hear it. I know that, like I said, there's a 10-second delay, so if you want to pop your question in there, I could go ahead and get that answer for you. Yes, ma'am. Free. And what is your question? Just sitting here waiting for you, Ari. I treat myself to some new tarot cards. It's been a minute. Why do you keep dreaming about a black-haired, blue-eyed, tall guy? Why? Let's see what we got here. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I put this one out, so we're gonna look for it. Let me pull this out. Ari wants to know. It's not right. Why does Ari keep dreaming about a black-haired, blue-eyed, tall guy? Black-haired, blue-eyed, tall guy. Ari dreaming about a black-haired, blue-eyed, tall guy. What's the message for Ari in regard to this dream about a black-haired, blue-eyed, tall guy? Let's see what we got here, Ari. The Emperor. That's interesting. We got 8 of Pentacles. We got the 6 of Wands. And we got the 5 of Wands. All right, so I'm going to tell you exactly what I got coming from me spiritually before I even pull these cards. That what came to me immediately, the blue refers to the spiritual or the dream state that you're in. The black is something that needs to be pulled out of nothing. And the tall guy, the guy, masculine energy, something that needs to be done. So you are getting a spiritual message, all right? That there's something that you're being led to do, or information is being given to you that you have to figure out. And you have to do it. This is going to benefit you. All right. Now we got the 8 of Pentacles here. Now it could definitely be regarding work. We're talking about the 6 of Wands, which is an exchange. Something that's going to bring you a win. Okay. And I want to say this much too, because we got the 5 of Wands here too. Now, if this is not a actual person that you're competing with physically, which I'm not getting at, I feel like this whole message is a spiritual message, then there's something that you're contending with spiritually that's preventing you from making the move or doing what it is, putting in the work that you need to do. All right. The bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So I don't feel like this is actually a person, although it could be. It could be both, right? Two things can be true at the same time. Spiritually, whatever this is that you need to do to receive the exchange for putting in that action is going to prevent you from having a situation here. So action has to take place. And then we got the masculine energy too, as well. So is there anything, are you looking to, let me ask you something. Is there something work-wise that you have been thinking about doing or you need to do? Are you being led to change a job? Start a business even? You don't have a job. Well, then that's what you need to be doing. That's what you need. That's the exchange, or otherwise there's going to be a hardship that comes for you, okay? It's not going to get better. It's going to remain the same, or it's going to get a little worse, okay? Interesting message. Well, that's what you come here for, right? You are looking for one, okay? Well, that's good. So what type of message were you looking for, Ari? Do you have a more specific question? Because really what I'm getting for you spiritually, that's what you're getting. The black is something, you're pulling something from out of nothing. All right. The blue is the spirituality or the spiritual messages that you're supposed to receive. That's why I was led to get you the crows. The crows are spiritual messengers, or anyway, for me. All right. I was going to pull out the regular tarot for you, but that's not what I was led to do. Oh, okay. You don't know? Did you think it was an actual being or a person? A love message. Oh, because it was a man, because of the dark-haired tall guy? Yeah, that's not what I'm getting for you, Ari. Personally. sometimes, you know, when we get messages in dreams, sometimes the dreams is not sometimes it's not literal, right? Figuratively speaking. And the fact that it's blue eyes, there's something being shown to you, because the eyes also too is intuition. So sometimes, I mean, and it could be, you know, subconsciously you're being led to do something that you need to work on and that you need to take action with, because if you don't, then it's not going to be a favorable situation here for you with this Five of Wands. Yes, ma'am. Not always literal. Absolutely. Hey, Techie One. And you're most welcome. I'm glad to be able to help you out somewhat. You know, what I love about tarot is that sometimes you have to wait for things to unfold and reveal itself to you. So you had the dream, that's part one. You got an interpretation to your dream, that's part two. Because when you make this move, okay, it's going to put you in a better position here. This is what Spirit is trying to tell you here. Oh, sure, Techie, go ahead, pop it in. So that's what Spirit is trying to tell you there. It's going to put you in a better position. So if there's been something that's been sitting on the back of your mind that you've been reluctant or procrastinating about, then you got to get on it. Or otherwise, it's either your situation is going to remain the same, or if not, get a little worse for you, okay? Oh, look, at Techie One said, hey, Ari. All right, so that's Ari's message there. Ari's reading is now closed. Sure, Techie, give me a moment. Clear this deck here for you. Hold on one moment. All right, Ari's reading is now over. Cards are clear. Techie, let's get you an answer here for you. Give me a brief moment. Now, Techie, are you talking about in a romantic or platonic way? And which one do you want to know? Because that's two different questions. How do they view you as a person, or how do they feel about you? And let me know if it's romantic or platonic, please. This will be romantic. All right. So let's see what we got to say. So let's do this, okay? I'm going to ask, will this relationship between you and AB evolve into a romantic? Will you and AB evolve into a romantic relationship? Will this connection between Quan and AB evolve into a romantic relationship? Will this evolve? Thank you, Quan and AB. Thank you, Spirit. All right, I'm just going to tell you, I don't go according to what other readers say, but we're going to put on here whatever they say here, okay? And I'm going to be completely honest with you with what I get. And I'm giving you a 5-card spread. At the bottom of the deck, we got justice. All right. So that we're looking at things that is right for you. Okay. I do get work here. Okay. I do get this as a work situation. But I'm not getting what the other readers are getting in this developing into a romantic situation. It looks like, to me, according to what the cards are suggesting, this situation or connection between the two of you will remain a work relationship. All right. I don't see this changing into something or developing into something that is love worthy or a romantic relationship. All right. I believe that there are some other there's some other interests here. And also too, with the magician here in the reverse, I'm getting that AB is just not putting any energy into a romantic situation. Not just with you, just period, because there's other things that they have on their mind that they're trying to contend with here. Okay. So I'm not getting a romantic connection between you and AB. And I'm also not getting the fact that AB is just looking for a relationship in itself, because there are other things that they're trying to contend with. Work is what's more important. Also, what I'm getting to is to keep, they might be the type of person, Techie, to separate work relationship from personal relationships too. It doesn't look like they mix the two together. And really, that's the wisest thing for anybody to do, including yourself. All right. But that's what their mind and focus is on. They're not putting any energy into a romantic situation that I'm getting here. And I think that this is what balances out and works out best for the both of you here too. Okay. So that is what I'm getting. Now, do you want to know about how they feel about you as a person? I'll give you a bonus. You're welcome. Absolutely. You're absolutely welcome. All right. Okay, let me not undo all the cards. Hold on a moment. Let me turn these upside down to set the deck. How does AB feel about Techie? How does AB feel about Techie? Is there any romantic feelings towards Techie? How does AB feel about Techie personally? We thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's pull one more. Does this person even know that you're interested in them? Techie, do they know that there might be an interest in them at all? I mean, with the Hermit and the Moon here, are you a very quiet, like standoffish, secretive type person? Do you keep things to yourself? Do you move discreetly? Because I'm getting here, I don't know if they even know that you might even be interested into them in that magnitude. Serious, shall I say. Oh, okay. You said no. All right. Well, the cards are suggesting that. Let me just see something real quick. You got the 9 of swords at the bottom of the deck. Let me just ask. I'm going to ask this person. Let me ask this question. A moment. All right. Yeah, well, you're quiet. You're definitely quiet. So we got the moon here, the eight of sword. I mean, the eight of wands is in the reverse. We got the helmet, the hermit. Excuse me. We got the devil here, which is definitely a work relationship. That shows the connection, but they don't know. They don't know at all. And I also too, I asked another question here. At the bottom of the deck, we got the four wands, we've got the seven of cups, and then we've got the eight of the king of wands here. There might be sides to this person that they keep to themselves too. They might even be in a relationship, all right? So even if they don't know that they don't, all right, there might be a home situation or a relationship or some type of union that they're already involved in, which also could be the reason why they're not paying attention to anything. And I think too, getting here, it might be a long-term commitment. So when I say, I don't know if it's marriage, I don't feel that it's marriage. I feel like it's a long-term commitment, something that they're already established in, which could be the reason why they don't know or not paying attention to you here. All right. So it's like a two-sided situation. Not only have you not told them or expressed to them your interest, but they're not paying attention or looking forward at all either. They're just focused on work. All right. Well, I hope that answered your question, Techie. You know what? It's been a minute. I hope all is well with you. I thank you so much for being around for as long as you have been. Thank you for stopping by and seeing me. Now, things could change. Check back, though. Yeah, I want to know, is this thing, if you were to say something, could that change things? You're absolutely and most positively welcome. Absolutely. You're welcome. Yeah, do that. Please do. Please do. You always pop in here when I'm on here, so I do thank you so much for the support. That's why I went on and dug a little deeper for you. I'm sorry I couldn't give you the same answer that the other readers were saying. That's what I was getting. Let's see what happens. Definitely do check back with me. Pay attention, ask questions, see if there's something about this person that maybe you don't know about. See if you can get some additional information. Let me know. Becky's reading is over. Cards are cleared. I believe so. I mean, it saves you from getting in hot water. People, even if you might not give them the answer that they're looking for, at least they know that they can trust you to give an answer, an honest answer. I mean, honesty is the best policy. And look, neither one of us have anything to lose, right? You don't have nothing to lose being honest. Not at all. Techie 1's reading is over, and we thank Techie for stopping in and being loyal and saying hi. We thank Techie. right, folks. Well, let me hide that right there. That is it. If there's nobody else here, I want to say thank you for stopping by. Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. I'm going to hop off of here and go make something to eat for me and my children. Maybe I might pop back up on here later on. I think I'll set something else up for later on. But it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I didn't expect for anybody to really come in here. I've been on here a few times within the past couple of months, and it's been kind of dry, probably because I haven't been on here. I've seen some other tarot readers, some new tarot readers that I haven't seen before. It's nice to see other people, especially the melanated ladies that I've been sitting up here seeing. So it's a wonderful thing to see some fresh new tarot readers. But I'll be back. This is Wise Savvy Sage, where the wise are also prudent. I'll put in there, type a free question and ask your question in the chat for later. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.